So what we're going to go over now is we're going to go over some before and after credit reports. This is one of my favorite parts of the initial consultations that we have in our office. We also do the initial consultations online as well. But it's my favorite part because this is what I feel like people are really interested in, which is the evidence of all the stuff that you're talking about, the evidence of success. People are interested primarily in increasing their credit scores. We talk about getting derogatory items off. We talk about strategically adding positive credit. But all of that is leading to an end result. And the end result for us is a credit score that is 700 or greater. So what you're going to see is 10 different examples of how effective our program is in increasing our clients' credit scores. Now, what you're going to see on the left here is you're going to see the before, and on the right, you're going to see the after. But it's really not an after because these credit reports are not taken after our program's over. They're taken during our program. Our program lasts for 12 rounds, and because one of our rounds is about 40 days, our program lasts about 14 months. So you're going to see examples of 2 months, 4 months in our program, of 6 months in our program, 8 months in our program. But the primary objective is to show how quickly we can cause a rapid and dramatic increase in our clients' credit scores. So you can see the credit report on the left. Now we've got a lot of the information for this client blacked out, but you can still see the name and the date. We always pull a credit report when a client first comes into our program using a credit monitoring service. So this credit report was pulled on the 29th of April. And on the 29th of April for this client, they had an Experian score of 588, a Equifax score of 578, and a TransUnion score of 592. So basically their three scores are in the upper 500s. This particular client was interested in purchasing a house. To purchase a house using an FHA loan, you need a 640 middle score. To get a conventional loan, you need a 720 middle score. In either case, their scores, I should say her scores, are far below what's necessary to move forward, which of course is the reason why she came to us. Well, this credit report was pulled in August, and in August, we have a 712 Experian score, so that's an increase of about 140 points. That is a tremendous positive increase in a short period of time. Equifax score, which was 578, is now 672. That's an increase of about 100 points. Still excellent in a 4-month period. And the TransUnion score, which was 592, is now 716. So our stated goal is to get our clients' credit scores at, or I should say, near, at, or above 700 during the 12 rounds of our program. And we've achieved that for 2 of the credit bureaus within 4 months. Tremendous results, allowing this client to move forward after 4 months with their objective, excellent objective, to purchase a home. All right, so let's take a look at another example. On the left is a client. This report was pulled in December 2012. Experian 588 score, Equifax 600 score, TransUnion 592. Now, this is a period of, let's see here, this is a period of between December and what looks to be September. So this is about a 9-month period that this client has been in our program. And so let's take a look at what we were able to do during that 9 months. And I'm going to blow this up a little bit so you can see it. Wow, that is tremendous. So Experian, which was 588, went to 681. That's an increase of almost 100 points. TransUnion, which was 592, is now 768. I can't even calculate. I mean, I think that's about, 170 point increase in a 9-month period. And, skip one. And the Equifax, which was 600, is now 768. This client has a middle score of 768. And if they're trying to purchase a house, this score is good enough to get a conventional loan. A conventional loan is necessary if you want to do a second home or an investment property. The bottom line here is that we have completely transformed inside of a year this person's credit. And this is a tremendous job. Okay, let's quickly move forward. Here's another client up on the screen. Now, of course, we're not showing all the pages of the credit report. I mean, these are full credit reports. As you can see on the left, this was a 39-page credit report, and it would take too long to go through the whole credit report. So we're just showing the pages with the credit scores. And of course, with this one, there's going to be no drama because you can see the after right up on your screen. The after's on the right. So let's see where we started. We started in October, and this after is in January. So we're looking at about a 3-month period. Where did they start to get scores? One score above 700 and 2 scores very close to 700 in 3 months. Well, it looks like with Equifax, we started at 581, another 100-point increase. Experian 647, about a 30-point increase. And TransUnion 583. So we're looking at about a 120-point increase or so. Once again, this client's credit score has been transformed. And I'm sure there are people that are watching this webinar thinking, well, how can you get scores to go up this fast? And is this something that can happen for me? You might be thinking, you know what, Tim, I think it's great that you're showing me clients whose credit scores have gone up, but can this happen for me? I want to tell you, we can get anyone's credit score up. Anyone can see a significant increase in their credit score. But we need to do 4 things to see an increase in our client's credit score. Number 1, get negative items off the credit report. We do that through our credit repair process, through the systematic disputing of derogatory items. Number 2, strategically add positive credit and manage existing credit. We do this through our monthly meetings, through the coaching that we provide to our clients through our monthly meetings. Those are the 2 things that we do. Number 3, no late payments on open accounts. Late payments on open accounts will kill your credit score every time. And number 4, keep revolving account balances low. Revolving debt ratio is 30% of the credit score. That is huge. And this category only deals with credit card balances. Keeping your credit card balances low is critical, absolutely critical to having a high credit score. So we can absolutely help anyone. I don't care what your credit is currently. If we do those 4 things, get negative items off, we're hugely effective at doing that. Add positive credit, we will coach you to do that. We already know the places to go, the banks, the vendors, the creditors that will approve you to add new credit. Number 3, no late payments. And number 4, keep your credit card balances low. And if we do that, then everyone can achieve success in this program. Okay, so brought up another set of credit reports, and you can see for yourself what we were able to do. One of the things I want to point out is this credit report on the right was pulled by the mortgage company. This person came to our program trying to purchase a home. Probably about 75% of the people that come into our program are looking to purchase a home. And you can see that this person came into our program in December with scores that were just a shade short of being able to qualify for an FHA loan. We get a lot of referrals from mortgage companies and real estate agents who refer their clients to us that are trying to purchase a home. And you can see that about 6 months later, we were able to get them in a position to move forward with their home purchase. So come to us with 610, 614, 593, looking to purchase a home. And then this is the report pulled by the mortgage company, 645, 685, 671. Now their middle score is 671. And as far as their credit is concerned, they are qualified and ready to move forward with their home purchase. Of course, this is not where we're stopping. We are going to continue. This is 6 months, roughly 6 months into our program. We have still another 6 months to go to get these scores even higher. But the short-term goal in this case has been accomplished, which is to increase the credit score so they have a middle score of 640. And you will notice on the previous example, they were trying to purchase a home. They had scores in the mid-6s. 6 months later, their credit scores are in the mid to upper 6s, allowing them to move forward with a home purchase. Well, we have another client that's displayed on the screen. She was also trying to purchase a home. And let's see where her score started. We can see where they ended. Between December and March, we did some work. Let's see what that work was. 501 Experian. Boy, that's pretty low. 515 Equifax. 501 TransUnion. This client walked in the door with two scores at 501, one score with 515. That means they had a middle score of 501, still trying to purchase a home. The mortgage company 3 months later, pulled their credit report, and we had increased this client's score 150 to 190 points, allowing someone with scores in the low 500s to move forward with a home purchase 3 months later. Anyone whose credit score is this low has significant challenges on their credit report. Through our process, we were able to overcome those challenges and allow this client to move forward with her home purchase in a matter of months. That is tremendous. So there might be people on the webinar thinking, well, you know what, my scores are not in the 500s. Do I really need this program? I have pretty decent scores. Well, let's take a look at someone that had some pretty decent scores and see what we can do. So this client had an Experian score of 636, a Equifax score of 645, and a TransUnion score of 645. Pretty decent scores. I mean, still, the credit bureaus would characterize even these scores as fair. So even though these scores are not in the 500s, they're still fair scores. Well, let's see what we were able to accomplish. And this is a period between the end of July, roughly the end of July, and the beginning of September. So not that long at all. So let's see what we were able to do. Wow. In less than 2 months, we were able to increase his client's credit score from 636 to 786. That is huge. Equifax, 645 to 714. That is huge. That's another outstanding increase in less than 2 months. And their TransUnion score, 645 to 795. After 2 months, we are approaching 800 credit scores with a client that already had pretty decent scores. So we have taken this client from fair to good on Equifax. And the reason I'm on the wrong one. We're taking this client from fair to excellent on Experian. And this is important because companies that offer credit will have their programs and their interest rates divided up among these categories. So an increase in a credit score that's considered fair to a credit score that's considered excellent means that this client will save potentially thousands of dollars on a mortgage, on purchasing a car, on interest rates on credit cards, on all those different types of things. So this is an illustration of, if your credit scores are not already 700, then we can rapidly and dramatically, this is a dramatic increase in the credit score, we can rapidly and dramatically increase your credit score no matter where it is. Okay, so just have a few more to go. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I just love seeing these results, and I can tell you these clients are so happy to see the progress that we're making. So we have credit scores on the left that were pulled in February. 647 Experian, 641 Equifax, 595 TransUnion, and where are we? Roughly 8 months later, we're at a 727 Experian. There's a big difference between a 640 score and a 720 score. We're at 641 Equifax. We were at 641 Equifax. We're at 693 Equifax, and we're at 714 TransUnion, up from 595 TransUnion. So once again, outstanding results. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. This is a credit report pulled in June, and so this is the period between June and September, about 3 months. So where were we when we got started? We were at 599 Experian. We were at 588 Equifax, and we were at, where's TransUnion? We were at 588 Equifax and 627 TransUnion. So you can see the increases after 3 months. Now, it's easy to imagine that within the next 8 rounds, that we're going to get these scores well above 700. Okay, so the example up on the screen is a period between roughly the end of August, which we'll just call that November, between November and April. That's about 7 months. So you can see the increases on the right, and on the right. And I can tell you, this lady was interested in purchasing a home. So when she came to us with 540 score Equifax, 533 Experian, and a TransUnion score of 531. Within about 6 months, we're able to get her in a position to move forward with an FHA home loan, as well as very close to having a 720 middle score and being able to move forward with a conventional mortgage as well. And this is the last one that we are going to show. This is a period between October and April, so that's about 6 months. And once again, what we're seeing here is someone that whose credit scores are not that bad compared to someone that has scores in the 500s. But we've been able to get 2 of the scores above 720, and 1 score is still at 693. So at the time that this was taken, we were about 6 months in to our program with 6 months to go. And I know that we increased this client's scores even more. So these were some examples of how effective our program is with increasing our clients' credit scores. And I'm going to tell you, no matter where your score is now, no matter what your situation is, 400s, 500s, 600s, it doesn't matter. We can cause a rapid and dramatic increase in your score.